Hello everybody, my name's Steve, I'm the British Railroader and welcome to my model railroad room for just a little kind of update video, but also somewhere where I want to talk about a few things that are coming up and a few things that are happening in the world of railway modelling. So the first thing that I want to say is that this is only going to be a short video, and I know I always say that, but this will be a short video. And there will be no video next weekend because myself and Mrs. British Railroader will be away on our annual holiday. And as you know, she does like to take me to places that don't have any railways. And this year is no different. However, I will be making a video the weekend after, and that will be on Saturday, the 20th of September. But the video won't be coming out first thing that morning. It'll be coming out either later that day or first thing on the Sunday morning, because I am going to the Mid-Essex Model Railway exhibition. Yes, it's that time of year that I'm going to be heading off to Shenfield in Essex to go to one of my favourite exhibitions of the year, organised by the Mid-Essex Model Railway Club, and also with my favourite exhibition manager, Ken, who I've known for many, many years through his shop, John Dupfield Model Railways. Now, I'm going to put together a video like I always do. What I'm hoping is that I'll be there in the morning on the 20th, and then I can edit it together in the afternoon. And then if possible, I will get it out that day. But if not, then you will just have to bear with me. Talking of exhibitions, just to forewarn everybody that on the 11th and 12th of October, we have the Great Electric Train Show in Milton Keynes. Now, I'm going to be there on the Saturday, the 11th, along with some railway-related friends of mine. We're going there because actually it's nice to get together in person every now and again. And we're probably going to go for a drink or two afterwards. But keep an eye out for us. It's me and the guys from the Model Rail Replacement podcast, as well as Tom from Buggles Kelly Station. Neil from the Little Layouts Company is going to be there anyway because he's got a stand. But it'll be nice to meet up with the guys and then just mooch around. Whether I make a video or not, I don't know. This might just be me going for social reasons rather than YouTube reasons, but we'll see. You know what I'm like. I'll probably take some footage anyway. Okay, so the next thing that I really want to talk about is a new social media site that has sprung up, that has been created. It's called, let me get this name right, modeltrainmedia.com. This site has been pulled together by a young guy called Oscar from the Netherlands. And it's a bit like Facebook, kind of. And as you can see here on the screen, I'm just sort of doing a screen capture of my computer. There are various groups you can join, you can chat to people, you can connect with people, follow them, make friends with them, and all of that kind of thing. Now, this was pointed out to be by Lucy Dormont, who is the social media manager of the NMRA. She put a post on Facebook about it. But I know that my friend Tom Marshall from Buggles Kelly Station, he signed up, and I'm slowly noticing other people sort of taking a look and becoming members. So what I'm hoping, and I think what the intention with this group is that it is very much a model railway space. It's going to get rid of that problem you get on Facebook, where you can follow loads of railway modelers, but then you get political bits come in and personal bits. This is just for model trains. I don't even think, there's space for actual real railways unless, you're looking at a prototype that you're modelling. So it should be very, very interesting. Go on, have a look. I've put the email address, the website address below. I've actually downloaded it onto my phone. It's not an app yet, but I've managed to create a link on my phone so I can go directly to it. But I do believe that Oscar is going to be looking at an actual app version once he's got a bigger membership. So go along, take a look, sign up. I think this is something that we need in our hobby, and I think it would be something really good to support. Okay, so the last thing that I want to look at is behind me on my desk, and we'll move over there in a minute. But I just wanted to talk about the recent video I did, I think it was 2 weeks ago, about the exhibition layout that I'm planning. And it is actually slowly moving forward. I still have no baseboards, and it's very unlikely that I'm going to have anything tangible that I can pull together just yet. But I've gone through my model railway stuff from those boxes, what look like boxes of junk behind me are full of lots of great model railway bits and pieces. And I've gone through them to see exactly what I've got. So I just thought maybe we'll just go over to the desk and we'll take a look and see how far I've got, and also a couple of bits I may have bought as well. Okay, so here we are down on what is actually a relatively tidy workstation for me. I did have a bit of a tidy up the other day because I realised it was very messy. I had tools everywhere. Anyway, as I said to you last time, I have got quite a lot of what I need to build this new layout, and I just thought it would be helpful to go through some of the bits. Now, I did a video recently about the Cobalt Digital IP switch machines. I have decided that this is what I want to standardize on. These are really good. Now, the layout is only going to be a 2 turnout layout, which, as you can see here, I have got 2, one right, one left, Unifrog Pico number 6 code 70 turnouts, the American style ones. So I've got those, but I do only have 1 switch machine, and so I do need to get another one of those. Now, just here we have a kit. I'm just going to move these palm trees and things out of the way. So this kit is from Walthers. It's been around for a little while now, and it's the hole-in-one donut shop. But someone pointed out to me that this model is almost exactly based on one of the branches of Randy's Donuts in LA. So I had a little look, and it is indeed. There are several branches, but this particular one, I think, is kind of like the famous one. So what I've decided to do, I bought this, and I am going to decorate it up like Randy's Donut Shop, because you know, what could be more LA than that? And actually, that's quite nice, because in one corner, just on the corner of one of the streets, I was going to put a diner or something. And actually, this is a little bit more interesting. So that's what I've got going in there. I'm just going to move this to one side and then just bring out these things. Now, I said that I wanted an overpass, and that I wanted to use the Rix Products one. And then it suddenly occurred to me, I actually have got 2 of their overpasses. What these are, this is the overpass deck. It doesn't come with these bits, the uprights. And I had a little look, so you know, I opened the packet and measured it out. The baseboard for the layout is only going to be 1 foot wide, and so there's plenty here to do that overpass going across. And the way I see it, I can scratch build these bits. So I've got the decking, so the overpass is pretty much there. Now, I just wanted to talk about crossings, because in LA they use kind of concrete crossings. And I don't know if you recall, but I got these 3D crossing sections at the NMRA convention. A friend of my friend, Andy Knott, makes these. I did put a link in the description of my video. I will dig that out, and I will put a little link under here for you, so you know where to look for these. I contacted him, and he's going to do me some more, because I need more than just the 2 packs. But that's great, because it means that you know, originally I was thinking that I might have to buy the Walthers crossing set, which actually I just can't get over here at the moment. But this negates that. So this is the crossing section. So you've got, if I just open one of these, you've got kind of like the inner section, and then the equivalent of 2 outer sections, you know, for either side of the rail. And then you know, there's enough to three across, and I probably want them a little bit longer, and I'm probably going to have 3, maybe 4 crossing points on the layout. But I've got those, and then I was looking at crossing signals. And I have these. Now I've got two of these. These are from Walther's Cornerstone. And these were courtesy of my friend Andy in America. He had these, but then found he didn't actually need this type. And I was giving him some stuff to do with, funnily enough, with crossing signals. And when he came over to the UK, he brought these with him. So big thanks to Andy Blenko there for supplying these. These two will do one grade crossing. And then what I've got for the other grade crossing, and I'll just bring this out here, is these are some crossbucks that I used on a previous layout. And these are quite easy to get hold of through WeHonest on eBay. And I've also got in here a flasher unit. I've also got another flasher unit which I put in one of the boxes for the other crossing signals, and that means that I can have the flashing crossings. I may add a bell to them like I've got on Brooklyn Park, but actually having bells going off all the time can be a little bit annoying at shows, but we'll see what happens. Now, last thing we want to look at, I'm going to move the shrubbery, is just in here. I mean, apart from wire and things, I've got some Hayes bumpers. I've also got, from the same source as the other 3D printed bits, some wheel chocks, which I could use instead. Some various push buttons I'm going to reuse, because the IP digital point motors, you can operate them digitally, but you can also operate them at the, not at the same time, but as well as using push buttons, and I may do that. One thing I was talking to my wife about was, in LA there are a lot of homeless encampments that you see along the tracks, and she was very keen. My wife works for a charity, a homeless charity over here in the UK, and she said it would be quite nice to see that represented in a model, because it is one of those it's a very much a sign of our times, unfortunately. So I managed to get these off of eBay. So this is from a guy who molds these in resin, and when I got them, he only does them in 00 and other British scales as opposed to HO. They are a touch larger than I'd wanted, but actually when you put an HO figure next to them, they scale up all right. So I'm going to use them. I've got quite a few here, some square ones, some of the oval ones, etc. I've got some bins, always handy to have bins. And then I found that I've still got a few of these. Now I will need to get another pack. But these are the track alignment pieces from Model-Tec. So this is where you have your tracks going across baseboards, and you want to remove them, and you solder the ends of the track on there, and they align perfectly. I've got them on Brooklyn Park on the little staging yard, and I'd used them on previous layouts. Unfortunately, they're very difficult to salvage, so that I haven't been able to salvage them from the other layouts, but I've got enough here for the main baseboard, and then I'll just get another pack to put at the ends for the staging yards. So that's everything that's in that little box there, apart from my palm trees. So these are the ones that I told you I got from my local art shop. I've started getting rid of some of the molding lines. There's a lot of work that I need to do on them, but I also ordered some from our friends in China, and as you can see, they are a very different style, but I feel that actually, I can get away with these ones will probably end up perhaps in the background, whereas these ones might be a bit more near the foreground. They're going to be painted, they're going to be detailed. I might do something where I actually put some flocking onto the branches just to make them a little bit more realistic, but we'll see. There's going to be lots of experimenting. These ones, I got a box of them. I think it was a box of about 20, and that cost me sort of less than £10 or something similar. So there you go. I've got quite a few bits and pieces ready for the exhibition layout. I just need to, as I said, I've got quite a lot of the actual plane track as well, but I will need about 3 or 4 more lengths of that, maybe a couple more. But yeah, at the moment, I'm kind of almost a little bit ready to go, but unfortunately, I haven't got a baseboard and I haven't got anywhere to put a baseboard to actually build it. So yeah, we'll just have to watch this space. Okay, that's it for this video. As I promised, it's relatively short and sweet. I'm going to go and put my feet up on a sun lounger in a beach somewhere in the Mediterranean for a week or so, and when I get back we'll hit the ground running with the Mid-Essex Model Railway Club's exhibition. But thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, then please consider subscribing to the channel. It's absolutely free, and you subscribing to the channel helps me be noticed by YouTube's algorithms. Once you've subscribed, little bell's going to come up. Click it, press all, and you will be notified of all of my videos as they are released. Now, if you have any comments or questions, you can either post them below or you can email me on this email address right here. Now, social media. I can be found on all of these social media sites, and you will notice that Blue Sky has now gone, but I have replaced it with modeltrainmedia.com, and you can find me at Steve the British Railroader on there if you want to connect with me. I am trying to post quite a few bits and pieces on there, and not just video updates and things like that. In a moment, YouTube is going to put down in this corner here, or maybe this corner here, it just depends which way it all comes around, a video suggestion for you. If you have seen it before, then go over to the channel and have a look and see if there's something else on there that you'd like to watch. If not, watch what YouTube suggests. I highly recommend anything by me. Anyhow, that's it from me. My name's Steve. I'm the British Railroader, and I'm saying goodbye from my model railroad room. Bye bye.